Hello everybody, welcome to this segment of AKT Celebrity Reads. I'm your host, Alexyss K. Tylor, and I'm going to be doing... Look, don't fucking laugh, but this nigga got me up here with this bullshit again. Do you understand me? Look man, Nip got me up here with this goddamn mask on. He said Halloween is coming, Jason. 1, 2, he's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, you might get some dick stabbed in your ass, so grab it quick. Look, I don't know what's wrong with this nigga. He also said that goddamn Michael Myers is coming to town, or Michael is already in town for 2021. What he is telling me is that these is demons dressed up as Halloween characters and cartoons, goddammit. Nigga, how you think I feel, Calvin Coleman, talking about you caught off guard? How the fuck you think I feel, nigga, walk in here, got me singing goddamn nursery rhyme, cooking, lighting blue candle, blue sages and shit, singing love to love you, baby, like we at Studio 54, nigga wasn't even born yet, goddammit. He done went all the way back in time, getting Donna Summer and love the fuck. How you fuck you think I feel? What the fuck I have to go through in this bitch? It ain't just like this, fuck that Shannon's face covered up. It ain't what the fuck it covered up with. This still got me covered up with a Friday the 13th mascus. I told you this nigga was off the chain with these mascuses. Cause he said this ties into Von. Nipsey Hussle, King Nipsey Hussle, KINGVON, Lil Durk. He said it ties into all this shit right here. That's why I don't know. This is a funny nigga. I don't know. I don't know what this nigga's doing to me. Out of all the people that he had to do his ring, what this nigga doing? Why? You getting funky? I like. I forgot my knife, goddammit. You know that Jason like to stab motherfuckers that be trying to fuck and suck dick, goddammit. Because from what I understand with the story of Jason, what is it? He was a little boy. His brother, sister supposed to be watching him. They end up fucking. The boy drowned it. I think then the mama got killed. Nigga face was fucked up. Nigga started getting revenge. I don't know why this nigga got me. I guess he gonna have me in a dog collar on my knee next, goddamn, with a goddamn Doma Pincher mask on. I don't fucking know, or one of them goddamn muzzle. I don't know. Maybe that nigga bringing the freak out of me or something. Maybe he know it's up in there. He trying to bring it out like he did with that other shit. On that Donna Summer shit. Look. Okay, Gwen. Oh, goddamn. All I can say is, I'm doing another part to KINGVON from this extension from the 4th of July, goddammit. He said that the spirit of Jason is moving through that camp over there. Lil Durk got a spirit of Jason on him. Undercover, kill motherfuckers and set motherfuckers up to be killed. And other people in that camp got that same spirit on them. I'm telling y'all that, and he just, look, it's Halloween. We only a few months from Halloween. It must be, it's Jason. Oh, I can feel something in here. It's Jason and Michael goddamn ass. Y'all see it's another Halloween or Jason or something. Say I will a freak until the day. Look, leave me alone. He's trying to bring the Adina Howard, but hey, you know, I talk about Alexyss K. Tylor vagina power, so he said he wanna see it. Let me see it. Bend over like he wanna see vagina power. He trying to help me heal and bring it out, you know. Thank you. Hello. Hey, baby. So can y'all please check to see is it a new? And you know what? I was just looking at the history of it, trying to learn. You know, Jason, you know that camp, they called that Camp Blood, which would also be Get It Back in Blood. With, you know, my dog Pooh is really shiesty. Now, I seen somebody said that, that was not about Von, that was about somebody else. But I don't know their name, I gotta go back and research it no more. However, to me, that still don't mean that we too far off, because why was Get It Back in Blood released the same day Von was assassinated? Wait a minute. Thank you, Shanice. So Nipsey knew that. So there is another Jason Voorhees movie coming out. Okay, what about Michael Myers? Because that spirit is real strong. He told me both spirit of Jason and Michael Myers was real strong in King Von's camp. So it's some black serial killers in Atlanta, Chicago, he mentioned even Philly and LA, inside of the music industry, and side of the gangs. Would that be BD as well as GD? And then them B's, where I told you King Von mentioned guys with a B and a cousin with a B that kind of light skin with a stomach. I think that's that one Balo that deal with them clothes, or gay. Is Balo gay, deal with clothes, kind of got a little stomach. He didn't do anything to Von, that's not what I'm saying. But Von said he's not pushing to get justice for him. And he's dealing with the killers, which are also people in the industry, to exploit that to get what he wants. There's another B name that, thank y'all for mentioning this. And this one is really scary to me. And it reminds me of a serial killer. Is the OTF Bezu. That one there is a killer. Oh, something coming out called Halloween Kills. Wait a minute, that just goes Michael Myers. Nipsey would know. Even though this is predominantly by King Von, he told me to put that in there because these are two spirits that are over King Von's murder that's tied to the gang and the music industry, and Dirt and his cousin. If that is cousin or his auntie with them same pop-ass eye that the mayor of Chicago. If it ain't his relative, they close. He up under the mayor. And that's where FBG Duck got shot. And then she trashed FBG Duck, but then upheld Little Dirt. It's another thing that they saying about the mayor's supposed-to-be wife. See, they hides like that. They smiles in your face all the time. They wants to take your plays. They backstab. Well, thank you, Shanice. It's called Halloween Kills. So that with Michael Myers coming up this Halloween 2021. And so both of them is in the atmosphere. Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers, both of them, that spirit is down, them demons down here. Very aggressive, psychopathic ass, violent, human murdering, and human and animal dissecting demons. These are very dangerous people that you are dealing with. And especially this, so we got the B's. We got Balo, OTF, what's his name? Then them two right there got that Jason and Michael spirit. Oh, not Balo, because he gay. The bloodthirsty, yes, and they are in these black people that I'm telling you about. These black men, these gang members, and Lil Dirt. That sacrifice energy, and those two, you see what I'm saying? Camp Blood up there with Jason, and these two likes to get it back in blood. You see what I'm saying? Brrr, brrr, bitch, come get, you see what I'm saying here? You see, because Boo is really tight. See, and then Dirt is over it and running because he got the money. And his relative relative, a close friend, is the mayor of the city, which get her orders from the higher ups and let the murdering and the drug trafficking, the gang banging, and the human sacrificing go on. Yes, I know they just got Pooh Shite locked up, but I'm just telling you he's a part of it. The bloodthirsty demons that are let go inside of there. With Bezu, OTF Bezu. Ooh, that's a chilly one right there. And he live in Atlanta, and that's the other B. King Von was telling me, I've seen OTF Bezu and King Von together in a video on YouTube. And you can tell the way King Von was sitting and his energy. King Von didn't seem too comfortable with this big guy sitting there, like that guy don't really like King Von or don't trust or was watching King Von or monitoring what King Von say, what King Von do. King Von seems very uncomfortable and don't trust OTF Bezu when he was sitting there. Oh, something so strong, some shit just come and grab my goddamn shoulder. When he, let me like this here. When he was sitting there next to Von, and then you know who else came and introduced themselves to me yesterday? A young man named Hella Bricks. Is that his name? Hella Bricks. That is King Von's friend that they shot down that was also involved. Hella Bands. I'm sorry, Hella Bands. Amir. His name's Amir. He was also involved with murders with King Von, Hella Bands, with King Von and Dirt. You see what I'm trying to say to you here, and he's asking for help. Hella Bands. I don't know where he's from or who his mother or his people's is, but he was asking about his mother, Hella Bands. I think he was shot in Miami. They say they just got a young man. Hi, Nipsey. Oh, hi, Gribber. I need all y'all help in here with this heavy shit. And this nigga done got me in here with this fuck shit right here. God. Some man shot Hella Bands in Miami 2 years ago. And they showed a man on the news running away. For some reason, it does not look like the man they just arrested. It was a big guy, they said between 25 and 35 years old. And he had some long dreadlocks. I don't know if he had them pent up or something, running across the street in the opposite direction from everyone else. He actually kind of looked similar to Bezu. Shannon, look, don't ask me. These messy motherfuckers is dirty as hell. Do you see how they do me? You see this shit right here? Don't ask me who the fuck up in here. I don't even know if I want to know, goddammit. I hope these two murdering goddamn spirits don't fucking come in here. Damn Jason and goddamn what his name, Michael goddamn ass. Because they in the Earth's atmosphere. And y'all done confirmed to me. They are down here in the Earth atmosphere and they got movies coming out. And 2021. So I guess Nipsey done picked up on that shit and he tied into that murdering shit. That murdering spirit that is in King Von camp with Little Dirt. And then he mentioned these other people that are tied to this case with King Von and Little Dirt, Hella Band, OTF, Bezu, that's the other B. Candyman, oh shit. You know, and I've been thinking about Candyman. I'm just, don't talk too loud, because I don't want the nigga to pick up on that shit. I don't want Nipsey to hear that shit and have me go out and get that damn shit next. You don't understand me? Y'all talk too motherfucking much, man. Don't say nothing. Don't encourage this nigga. Don't talk to him in the spirit. Don't light no blue candle. Don't light no weed or none of that shit. And tell that nigga that you want. Then go in the mirror 3 times talking about you want to see Candyman and all that bullshit. Or whatever the fuck y'all be saying and nip behind my fucking back. Because y'all encourage that shit to go on. See? Can't believe I'm up here with this bullshit, man. Okay. So we got them two associated with this murder. And then we know they're down here in Atlanta. Live here in Atlanta. Got a very strong presence here in Atlanta. Something else. Who else came down here with again? Who told me she wants some chicken. She want to eat my baby K.I. K.I. is back down here. She been hanging down here for 2 days. That's my baby right there. I love K.I. And she always be liking chicken and stuff. Biscuit. She like soul food, but a lot of times she like her stuff fried. So, Gwen, you know what? All the stuff I done been through, I don't even sleep no lights on no more. Goddamn, I ain't even scared of these motherfuckers no more, man. All of them come, I ain't even scared of them. You know, they keep up shit. We know Nipsey keep up too much shit. More shit than a goddamn little bit. This is all his fault. With this bullshit right here. And I'm sitting up here with this maskers on. And all these maskers is around my damn house. Oh, she like spaghetti-o. Well, she wants some potatoes from me and some biscuit and stuff. See, it's all him. He keeps up shit. That's all he fucking do. And then you see that somebody associated with his mural got shot. Shot yesterday. One of the boyfriends that kept on, young boy kept on spraying Nipsey mural. One of his friends got shot right there on the live. You can see the shit. They passing it around. Okay. K.I. love Vaughn. Vaughn liked her. They got a sister-brother kind of energy. I believe she had a crush on Vaughn. Because the way she showed me him last night, they was playing. They still talk and they go different places together. For some reason, she said, Vaughn. Vaughn. Hey, Vaughn. She said, I love you, Vaughn. And he said, yeah, okay. Because she wanted him to say, I love you too. He's like, okay. And they was playing. She was on one side. They were back up in Chicago, so something's going on up there. They was on this big railroad track, but it was 3 or 4 tracks together with some gray rocks, you know, them gravel rocks in between there. So if y'all can tell me what that looked like, what area of Chicago that is, and there was some trees on one side of it. It was a big piece of land. You can walk from one side of the street where the railroad track is. You can walk across these tracks. It look like it's 2 or 3 railroad tracks together. You walk across them. It's this long strip of land, and it's wide. And you walk over the track through the gravel, and on the other side, there's some big trees. So Vaughn was over there on the other side, and Kay was on this side, and she screamed across there, Vaughn! Vaughn! Hey, Vaughn! I love you, Vaughn! And he said, yeah, I know. And whatever. And they saw some trains. Yep, Indian Red, but they didn't shoot the one. The other one that actually did it. They shot Indian Red, the friend of the one who did it while they were on the live. Something up there in Chicago, because then I seen some trains come up, like the open cargo thing, and they stopped. Whoever was driving the train, let the train sit there. It's something inside of the trains up there in Chicago. I don't know where they're going. Right now, I wonder what are they dropping off for them young kids to get, them young gangbangers to get off them trains. I wonder, is it guns, appliances? I also see drugs in that area, very heavy. I think the Mexican cartel has a very strong presence up there, which is where they get guns, yes. And I also see in Atlanta, but the BDs are very strong down here, and they traffic guns and drugs in Atlanta and have different businesses that they launder the money through. It's going on right now too. That's what they just showed me. They watching this going. Something else been happening on the news bad up there. And then Nipsey, I can't do his whole reading tonight, but he started mentioning Ethiopia, Eritrea, the Red Sea, Caspian Sea, Black Sea, and Atlantic Ocean. He showed me radiation under the water and radiation in the water from a radiation leak at one of these plants, radiation plant. He said it's an old plant that leaked before, and it's something else that's getting ready to leak or just leaked that the public may not know about, especially in California and areas that way near the coast. Atlantic Pacific Ocean, you mentioned Atlantic Ocean, dealing with water products and the supply where you get the water from, and milk and the cows and the medication they're getting, the food they're getting, the grass, the wheat, the land, and the water that the cows are drinking. He also mentioned he mentioned different countries here, but I don't want to get all off into it tonight because it's too much. And he also mentioned the NBA, some type of scandal that may come out with the NBA that's tied to rap and sports management and Broken Bone, also meat scandal, a scandal around meat packing meat plants. I don't want to say this, but he actually said a lot of times when these people in these arenas that are connected to music and rap and even sports, when these people do dirty, low-down things. Okay, Charles, well, you can check what I'm saying, because he said you check the sources of the water, the milk, certain animals. He said the rats are getting loose in certain cities and moving to other cities, not just on farms eating grain, but dangerous rats that have... These are hybrid rats or GMO rats, and some of them got chips in them where they watch these rats and watch what they do, and they move around. You can't kill them. They have viruses, they have infections they can pass, but they don't get killed by them. It's going to be problems coming up with them, and more people getting sick with this COVID shot. And as time goes on, in like a year or something, out of maybe 2 years, they develop something like mad cow disease. And I see it's going on in California. Like I said, Nipsey said it was going on. They have these vans going around in certain areas, giving people the shot, volunteering the shot to them. And yeah, they bigger than a small dog. As they mentioned a rat, he mentioned a raccoon and a cat. Some of them that are more susceptible to like rabies or other type of viruses that live outside. He said that opossum, that are scavenger-like animals, like a rat that would eat out the trash, and a certain type of snake. He said, and this hammerhead worm, real long earthworm, and a flat worm. If y'all see these big old worms, some of these worms, y'all got to look this up. Y'all don't want to cut that worm in half. Some of them will go back together. You don't want to step on them. You don't want to pick them up. They also carrying different infections. And he mentioned Red Sea, Black Sea, Capsican Sea, Atlantic Ocean, Ethiopia, Eritrea, U.S., Israel, Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Russia, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, UN, the United Nations, Sudan, Somalia, China, and North Korea. And I wonder, is he talking about China a few years ago where the radiation was leaking, but he said it's another spot close to California. And he just mentioned the Pacific. So he mentioned Atlanta and Pacific. So this radiation is not only under the water and in the water, it is moving. You have to prepare and have other outlets, or move out of wherever the area is. Learn to live on your own, live on the land. That's the only thing you can do. There's no, you're not going to be able to run from this. This is prophesied in the Bible. This has been prophesied thousands of years, and there's going to be a lot of trial and tribulation. Everybody can't run from it. You're going to have to prepare yourself, and nobody come save you. It says some have called China a godless nation. Well, yes, the radiation has been moving through there, he said, for a few years. It's a new leak, and for some reason, he's saying in one of these oceans. And he mentioned the Red Sea, because that's near, I think the Red Sea is near Eritrea. And Eritrea is what, next to Ethiopia. And he says something going on Ethiopia. He mentioned the U.S. He mentioned Israel. And for some reason he mentioned Russia and China. So, and a disease. So they're working on a new virus. And Israel, a new vaccine. And Delta, which remind me of Delta Force. If anybody can look in there, you tell me, is Delta Force some form of military or branch of military? What would Delta Force mean? And then Delta Airline. came to me when we dealing with the Delta strain of the COVID. I told y'all, Nipsey told me over a year ago, new strains of the COVID. What's coming? And these are not, these vaccines they make, they're deliberately putting things in them to create issues for people, and then watch them and see how their brain responds. Because a lot of these people are going to have brain problems, brain damage, and a form of mad cow disease from taking this COVID vaccine. These things, they're different strains they're not telling you about yet. They'll gradually introduce them to you. People are not going to be able to stand up good. Oof. People are not going to be able to walk good. They're not going to be able to talk. Their talk going to be slurred. They're going to be incapacitated. Like a mad cow type of disease. That's what's going to come on them. Okay. So we'll just watch out for this and look at what he is saying. And then these genetically modified killer mosquitoes that have a chip in them with certain variants of viruses inside the mosquito. Well, you're not going to, yeah, but if you look it up on Wikipedia or something, see, is that a form of military? Hey, Lizette, is there a Delta Force? Like, I'm sure they got that from somewhere. It's not just the movie. Because I remember seeing Chuck Norris, the martial artist that was under Bruce Lee. I think a long time ago, he had a movie called Delta Force. I was in a movie called Delta Force. So I want to see. Yes, those mosquitoes are not natural mosquitoes. They carry a chip in them that Nipsey said they have a two-side receptor. Turn on a cell, turn off a cell. And is monitored by a computer. When they bite you, they put that in your cell and it turns the cell. It changes the cell. Hijacks the cell with a particular virus. A disease that you cannot shake. They're getting that chip in you one way or another. And then some of these people are going to turn like zombies. Get real crazy out of their mind and very violent groups of people, young people, rioting, going in places very violent, tearing up shit. You'll think they're just being stupid and young. A lot of them done got that goddamn shot or then been bit. Watch it now. Especially in black areas, high crime areas, where they like it to be high crime. And they want them to commit crimes and kill themselves. It's delta brainwave frequency, yes. But I have to understand what that means and study deeper. But I also wonder, is that some type of military as well? Some type of strike force. Some type of training. Some type of gun. I'm really wondering to make that delta. We have to see. We have to look at the names of things. When they name things. There's always a reason, there's always a spirit, or energy, and an entity attached to it. Okay. I look back at this at Vaughn, and you know what bothered me? Not only did I see the older man again involved in this, that was his daddy, Silky's friend, the young man, that is this man's son, but I also saw an older female working with the older man that used to be with Vaughn Daddy Silky. This thing gets really tricky here. And she's a con artist and very emotional. Her mind is not always stable. See, these are people that we don't see. That nobody in the public has been talking about around this pregnant girl, Skylar. Her boyfriend is, he told her to sleep with KINGVON and set him up. He's very trusted by KINGVON, and he's KINGVON road manager. Call him Vonnie or K-Von. his daddy, King Von calls his daddy Unc and trusts his daddy very much. Vonnie's daddy, the one who's Skylar's Skylar's boyfriend. Vonnie's daddy is the one that was friends with King Von Daddy and also in the same gang with King Von Daddy Silk. That knows who shot him, but that's your best friend, but you didn't get any revenge on the killer who sniped him from the roof when he was coming out the ring. You know, that's kind of suspect to me. And you hang around his son and the same thing happens to his son. See this one here, the Vonnie, the one that really go with Skylar, he had control of King Von bank account and stole King Von money. And his daddy, the one that King Von called Unc, knowed about it. One of King Von's houses down here in Atlanta, that house there, that was not in King Von's name, that was in Unc's name. And there's a woman, an older woman, that goes along with this here. Now, this older woman that got mental problems and issues that's close to Unc, when that must have been somebody he go with or mess with, because she comes up as a queen of cups here. She comes up like this here. So, and you see that's the older one and younger one right there. See, this woman is in this for the what? Right here. But what go up on the wheel of fortune must come down. So see there, she's going, she had mental problems behind this, and they thought they could tame and control Von to get the Wheel of Fortune and get his assets here. And also it showed me drug trafficking, sex trafficking. There was a lot of drugs and fucking. Sexual addiction, sexual deviancy, and prostitution inside of this ring. And I'm seeing it right now. Sexual addiction, drug addiction, addictions to Von, attachments to him, having engagement, like marriages to him, which is relationships, heavy relationships. And they were in a marriage, like a business relationship, and it was very good for them. He thought it was good for him, but he did not know when she got pregnant and pretended she had an abortion, and they had his money, controlling his money in his house and his bank accounts. He didn't know that he was getting ready to be murdered. And because if she having that baby July and August, that means she got pregnant at the end of October and the beginning of November. I know, because I got an August baby. And that's around the time that I got pregnant. Not pregnant, pregnant. You see what I'm saying? She got that baby right before they killed that boy. Which means that you was with that shit. You want her up, and he didn't know that this shit was coming down like that, because you just conveniently got it and then waited a little while, then said that you were pregnant. I guess you want to make sure the baby gonna hold and stick up in your ass and develop life. And played this little game here. I see you. You're gonna have that baby in the July, August. That means you got pregnant at the beginning of goddamn November. In October, beginning of November. Got you some wintertime dick, cause I had my baby in August. See, we see you see that's very creepy right there. And we know he didn't just happen to get shot by accident. Goddamn it, no black on black crime with no stray bullet. Y'all set that up out there. And also I'm looking here and it told me that it was a lot of lies and deception, and that, because to me it was still a different way to handle it. They didn't have to shoot that boy like that because he started hitting Quando Rondo. That could have been handled differently, because he didn't come up and shoot him. He just was fighting him with them hands. You could have gave them hands, or somebody else could have gave them hands, or 2 or 3 y'all could have pulled him off. Y'all don't have to do that. And see, from what it told me, somebody had called Vaughn and started an argument with Vaughn before that. A group of them, it was two groups. They started that shit before some kind of disagreement. It might not have been physical, could have been on the phone. Where they deliberately was provoking Vaughn and fucking with Vaughn. You see. Yeah, you know what? I wonder about that channel. Was the sister in on it? Because why is you promoting that shit? And he got into an argument before that. And then another thing I'm looking at, I'm seeing here that really bothers me. Okay. He was with, I wonder was Balo there and some other artists there, because Vaughn ain't the only one. He was celebrating his party, his deal. But there was some other people with him that night that had also got deals and got money. They got money and deals right before they took that boy outside, drugged that boy up with so much psychedelic shit, that boy was out of his mind and violent. Because you could give somebody something that makes them irrational, out their mind, stumbling around, and very violent. I'm going to say something here to you, and you know how I am. You know, I bees here by my, just talking to myself, talking to the spirit. I don't know these people. My name is Alexyss K. Tylor. You know, I'm a psychic medium. I believe I talk to people that are physically dead and yet still alive, that come back and forth through the crossroads from the other side and tell me things that happen to them that they want people to know and want the world to know what happened to them. Okay? I'm finna say some wild shit to you. He said that they got in an argument and a disagreement. Somebody was fucking him to amp him up and make him mad. And it was dealing with that camp right there. So I don't know if it was Quando. I don't know if it was somebody from his camp. Some the manager had said that they said. Somebody said. It was a disagreement. He was angry. He was already irritated. He wanted to calm down. He asked someone he trusted in that camp. I ain't gonna call no name. He wanted a pill. He wanted to take something to kind of calm him down, like a perk or something. Something to get him in the mood, kind of relaxing. He was angry, he was a little upset, agitated like. Okay? They gave the boy a pill the same way they tricked him with the goddamn morning after gave that bitch a plan B. You see what I'm saying? And it really wasn't a plan B. Huh. The trick ain't on you, the trick on me. Tricked him with that. Gave him a pill. Either the pill was fake or, it was weak or something, because he didn't feel it. He asked, I want another one. Give me another one. Because, I bring me another one. I don't feel that. Whatever else they had gave on while he was in that car had him like what you saw. And then I am wondering about the video that we saw. Because I'm wondering, was that altered or is that the whole thing? Was it more than one person that you saw fighting with Vaughn? And Vaughn fighting them? Or was it just him and Quando acting like everything is cool? I don't know why he hit me. I don't know what was going on. I swear to God, I don't know what was going on. Vaughn just out the blue started acting crazy. I'm telling you, yes, he looked possessed, but when you on several different drugs and you don't know that you took it, now you being taken over by all these drugs, you're out your mind, and people like, well, that's what he do anyway. That's what he do. It's easy to say that he voluntarily do that. You don't want to say the boy is altered because y'all don't even know. You're not thinking anything like that. And I'm telling you, they used that to their advantage to set the boy up, and then said that he did it to himself. To me, even if he was wrong for coming up and hitting him, yeah, sure, if it was innocent, but I'm telling you it wasn't. I'm telling you the boy was set up. It was some disagreement prior to that, and it was a group of people doing it out of jealousy and competition. They wanted his spot. And then it was people in his group that had also got deals that night with him at that club. Record deal, rap deal, some type of music deals that benefited them because of him while he was with him before he got shot. And he had his party, they got what they wanted, and then to consecrate it and get it back and blow it, to level up, thank you, Charlize. They went out there and shot that boy. and gave that blood sacrifice and said that boy had did that shit himself, and they drugged that boy. That's what I'm seeing in the spirit. And then that other one, a couple of them, as you can see. Now we know it's just not Lil Durk and Vaughn in that. It was that boy Hella Bands. What his name? Is it Hella Bands? Correct me if I'm wrong. Shot him. And then OTFB, that's the other B. Bezu, we see Amir. Hella Bands, he gone. He's a cute young man. Looks similar to Vaughn. And that white lawyer is in this with a group of other people, black peoples, and you know she goes with a black man. Well, that is a very powerful OG down here in Atlanta that was with Who Def Jam, that was affiliated with Who Rock Nation and Atlantic. Do I need to go further? You see the connections here? You see what I'm saying here? They are a part. See, Lil Durk is Jay's baby witch. That's a baby witch. That's a warlock in training and in the making. And he up on his auntie or his cousin up there in Chicago that looks like a man. Supposed to be a bulldigger, like a lesbian. With her man that's supposed to be, a white woman that she goes with. Well, this see, a lot of these peoples, like I say, this be tricks and illusion in that energy, in that Hollywood energy that deal with magic and deception and illusion and the father of light, which is Lucifer. But I'm telling you, that's not a white woman that you see Lori Lightfoot with. That's a damn white man. That's a white nigga, honey. That is her husband. That is not no goddamn woman, honey. That is a fucking man disguising as a woman to promote that agenda. Really not a lesbian. If she is, she not completely a lesbian. Because that's a damn man that dress up like a white bitch. That's what I'm saying to you, Lord. See, all these people, these rappers too, act like hard men, but they really like to part they ass cheek and get that dick nut and they booty meat. See, these rappers that you see is so hard and down in this here. They really is every woman. They really is Uncle Laura, honey. Yeah, well, I guess the man she married, excuse me, that's supposed to be a woman. I'm telling you, that ain't T then called, you know, that's a man. And y'all, it's got you thinking that that's a woman and that she gay. I'm telling y'all, that's all trickery and deception and illusion. Dirt have already taken the oath of the Baphomet. And the way that work is, as y'all are already finding out, the more you move to the light, your father, which is the father, the light bearer, the more you are alone, the more the people around you fall dead, goddammit. The higher you rise, the more people that get close to you die. Because you have to feed your father. You have to show up at the feast. And what your father requires is souls. So you are the catcher of souls. You have these people's soul snatched, body snatched, and got their soul trapped in jars. Trapped in the underworld to consume from them and to steal from them to guarantee you wealth and prosperity by making them your slaves on the other side, by having them signing demonic contracts and getting insurance policies on them. If you look at like Empire, you look at different record labels and people come up dead like that after they sign and something happened to them, because I'm not sure, y'all correct me, said FBG Duck had just signed a deal. Was it with Sony? See, they try to act like this stuff is a coincidence and Dirk ain't tied to it, these people. But anybody they have contracts with and anybody in the organizations that they have contracts with and that they work with, you may not see it and you think it's not related, but it is tied to the demonic contract that they sign. Because when you sign it, it opens the door and they have the right to go where the fuck they want to go. Even if you don't know that's what you are doing. And you can tell he's taking that oath by the way he's moving. Yeah, booty whistling, Dixon, and he is a very good student. His father is proud of him because he is a baby witch. He's a baby warlock, and you can tell he's a baby warlock, and he loves it. He loves the bloodlust. He likes to get it back in blood. He with Jason, he like to go visit blood lake, goddammit. And he's going to be around for a long time. Why? Because his father is the ruler of the world and the master of deception. And the way he loves to get it back in blood. He don't want no cat blood, no dog blood, goddammit. He want a human blood, the most powerful and most gifted and talented one that you think are nothing. Because the power is not always about having physical money. It is having spiritual gifts. Let's see how much time I got. That's what it's about. And Nipsey's one of those. And Vaughn is one of those. FBG Duck is one of those. It's certain ones that they pick and they like their organs. They like to consume the organs. They like their blood. So, you know, Pooh, my dog, is really shiced. And they are baby witches. So they love them because they are young. See, as they retire, they're picking them now to carry the torch for them and to keep this demonic thing going. Well, thing, I'm not saying that, put it this way. You know, I forgot to ask y'all something because I'm wondering, can y'all tell me, did D-Thing have any domestic violence issues or have any problem with fighting a woman? I don't know, did he have just one woman or more than one woman to ever get into it before, a few weeks before this happened to him or him and Lil Durk? Was it any issues around a woman? Any type of fight, any domestic dispute with D-Thing and Lil Durk, or a wife? Do we have a wife? Do you have a girlfriend? More than one girlfriend? Something happened, but I'm not saying that's not what caused this. I'm just saying I wonder, some kind of conflict with a woman being hurt and a woman hiding it, or not coming out in public telling it, but some fuck shit went on where him and a lover, or another woman, or a couple of women and a man was involved. I wonder if something like that go on. What I'm also telling you is D-Thing, from what I am seeing, in the spirit, because he's also showing childhood friends that were tied to Vaughn and that came up from being around Vaughn. And Lil Durk is the one that exploited him as well. But Lil Durk's brother, I see gang members from the other side that were involved in D-Thing's murder. But what I also see is D-Thing handled money or handled setting up certain hits for his brother. Allegedly in the spirit, that's what I'm seeing. The brother helped to coordinate or organize hits for his brother Lil Durk. Taking money. The brother, you know, because sometimes Lil Durk throw a rock and hide his hand or have somebody else covered. Yes, D-Thing knew about these things because D-Thing would know about them before they went on. And he helped set them up. That's what I'm saying. That I'm saying in the spirit. He's not innocent and he do shit for his brother. You see what I'm saying? So that hit was also retaliation on him. And people knew that the brother was also involved in setting up hits for Lil Durk. That's what I'm saying in the spirit. Allegedly, that's what I'm seeing in the spirit. Okay. Another thing that I see here, because I don't want to stay too long. This shit done wore me out. I see transportation, as I have told you before. With the first readings Vaughn had me do with sex trafficking. Female sex trafficking of women brought from Atlanta to different states and kidnapped from Atlanta to take to different states and even get out of the country. I see little children being sex trafficked in Atlanta. I see them transported in and out of here. And I see some other countries, like island countries like Jamaica, Puerto Rico, something like that there. Some of these island countries are part of the United States, some are not. I don't know why I keep hearing Jamaica. So I don't know if somebody's over here with they gang and then they music that's come from the islands, Jamaica, somewhere like that. But I also see them dealing with that sex trafficking and heavy. I see black magic and seers involved in this as well. I see them moving in and out of here. First, I was just seeing the cars, different truck rentals, changed, stolen, or in somebody else's name, moved around, trafficking people with a different license plate or some shit like that. Now I heard a beep beep, bump bump. I seen in Chicago too, like a truck. One of them big truck. I don't know if that's an 18-wheeler. One of them got a truck. And it's tied to a little dirt. Him and I'm sure them other people I mentioned there, they knows about this here. I'm sure Vaughn knows about this here. Do either one of them own trucks? And they drive or pay? I'm sure Dirk don't drive a truck, but do Dirk or somebody affiliated with Dirk got a trucking? Own trucks? Carry things in trucks? Transport things? Appliances or things in truck? If y'all can find out for me, let me know. Trucking business, trucking company. Thank you, Ashley. Do you know how many trucks Dirk have? And do they be in Atlanta? See, y'all got to help me out here. Because I wonder what be in the trucks. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't get privy to it. Moving around. Things you don't know go up and go down. When these trucks bump and come or beep and come around. That's all I'm saying. It just come to me. I don't want to go no further in it. Because you know, my nigga told me to cover my face when I said these things, because I don't want to ID myself, incriminate myself. I don't want to say that's me. What you said, the D thing had on some luxury car, renting them out. What? And when he died, his homeboy had got all of it. Thank you, Daphne. Said D thing had on some luxury car, renting them. Thank you. See what I'm saying? They be the D, that boy there. He wasn't innocent. He was in that shit and running that shit with his brother and putting out hits and doing scamming and had his own little crew. He knew because he was paid folks to do certain hits on motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? He got a baby or some children associated with a woman that had a lot of drama with him. Looked like they was together, but they had a lot of drama together, him and a woman. D-thing and a woman. I wonder, was it more than one woman that he had some drama with? And was there any drama right before, a few weeks before this happened to him? Because they knew exactly where he was, and it was not a mistake. He also had blood on his hands. He dealt with a lot of violent, vicious killers. They set motherfuckers up to do shit. That's what I am saying to you. So I don't know the number of them. Yes, he do deliver across country. Oh my God, thank you, baby. Thank you, Ashley. I wonder, is that the only woman that we know of, or was there any domestic disputes with them before he was shot? Because I also see some people that were involved in his shooting were also from the other side. This was not an accident, and it was also from what the spirits are telling me. What KINGVON and Nipsey are telling me. These were tied to murders that his brother had him set up. I'm sorry to say, this was not just a good guy here that they took out. He's right along with his brother. This is, oh boy. What else here? There was a couple, two couples involved in the shooting of him, King Von, and an unstable female who's now at a crossroads because of it. And they're worried about the justice issue of being found out. Because I told y'all some other people in this case and other people in and out of jail and had been on bond. Now this makes sense to me. Once I found about OTF Bezu and Helabans introduced himself to me yesterday. He is still having a very hard time with his physical death. He wants to talk. Nobody has been talking to Helaband's beautiful name. His name is Amir. I love his name. I wonder where his peoples is from. Amir Helaband. Young boy. Brutally followed down to Miami and tied to King Von and Lil Durk. And in that case, that's quite interesting, don't you think? I know that D-Thing baby mama, he was living with her cousin's house for a birthday party, and when she found out that D-Thing had went to the club, she was like, he don't go out. Some type of fight. If it wasn't with the wife, I'm wondering who was it with, and a female, another man and a female was involved. I wonder was any police called. When he had some D-Thing, I wonder did he have some issue with a woman 2 to 3 weeks before he was shot. Yes, baby. He worked with his brother. D-Thing worked with his brother. He loved his brother. Now, I'm not quite so sure the feeling was completely mutual, because Dirk is filled with the demon. He's totally consumed and taken over and possessed with the demon. That's why his eyes buck. You can see that shit in his hair blonde. He's an MK Ultra mind control sex slave. He's a beta kitten. He purrs like a woman. You see what I'm saying? A lot of these men you think is real hard and in the rap games is really women's on the low. And informant, like I told you. Shit's so fucked up. That's why, because he wanted me to wear these to ID these people. So you can see what you're dealing with. These people are possessed. They've taken the oath. They've been in a sex ritual. And they've been in a homosexual sex ritual. A lot of them are. That you think are straight and handsome and heterosexual and only want to do good thing and only want to do music. You're not going to get that far in there. Said Amir meets Prince. And he has that look to him, too. Handsome face. It looks like he could be related to Von. So sad. But they are, like I say, he wants to tell his story, and he keeps calling his mother. So I wonder if his mother's physically on this side. Did she ever speak out? How is the mother dealing with this Helabans? He's asking for his mother. And I wonder, is that the real shooter? The one that they just arrested a few days ago for shooting and murdering Helabans. Amir in Miami. I'm not sure that's the real shooter. Said they were all in Miami. Who was together down there? Basil or Jesus? Well, actually, you know, I didn't want to say that. It looked like him. You know what I'm saying? I can't say it for sure. I have to say allegedly, because, you know, I wasn't there. But that's what that's what Helabans is screaming to me. I just, you know what I'm saying. Man, I'm already into it enough. The nigga got me over here wearing maskuses and shit. Goddamn inviting these goddamn demons and these bloodthirsty goddamn human decapitating ass demons over here and told me that they already down here getting ready to do shows and movies and shit for 2021. Now y'all done looked over there and Seinfeld said both of these goddamn psychopathic murdering motherfuckers is coming back on the goddamn screen. Damn Jason goddamn ad and Michael Myers ad is down here and finna have their debut for Halloween 2021 in this bitch. And you know another thing, you know, if I was y'all, I'm not saying it happen to everybody, I'm not saying it happen to every black person, goddamn. But I wouldn't take that goddamn COVID. I wouldn't volunteer to take that goddamn COVID shot. Some black people talking about they feel okay and take that shit and don't feel nothing. I don't want to take a check. I seen this black man, this old black man, done took that goddamn COVID shot. Tongue big as hell, real thick and long, hanging out his goddamn mouth. I can't say that's a guy called lizard tongue hanging out because the motherfucker was too big and long. More like a goddamn elephant man tongue. Nigga tongue done swole up, hanging all the way down to his man titties. The nigga's tongue was so big, I guess the motherfucker was heavy. They had to put this nigga in a goddamn wheelchair because his tongue was so big and thick and goddamn long. I don't know if the nigga married or got a girlfriend, but I know he's showing he can eat about 10 pussies with that tongue, goddamn, just slide it back and forth. The dumb motherfucker thick and long, goddamn, I bet she had a good time. You know what? I'm going to hell. I know it. Forgive me. I had no business saying it because that man was in a sick and shut in, and that man couldn't walk because his tongue was leaning forward on his chest, because like he had some little titties like hanging down. And this is what you said, Daphne. But I said, I wonder the nigga, because the nigga got a whole bunch of tongue. With that look like a cow tongue. I don't know, it was bigger than a cow tongue. Motherfucker with long hair just hanging down 24/7. Like you just climb up on a nigga chest, because you know what I'm saying, the nigga couldn't pull it in. I don't know. Okay, 10, okay, 12. Goddamn it, 12 pussies, because all you gotta do is just turn his head back and forth, just run it, cross it, because the nigga, you know what? I will talk to I know I'm gonna see Satan tonight. I know it. I'm asking for forgiveness now before I go, because I talk to y'all later on.